From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Finding space at the 40. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd down, Dowling. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, Dowling. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. And Lance now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Lance going to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his target, Samuel. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Again, McCaffrey. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Lance on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
And this one is right through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Off the play fake. Dowling. Short throw to Disley.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Looking to throw. Downing. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On fourth down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off play action. Dowling. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They go play action here on first down. This is Smith with a grab. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Dowling. Dumping it off for Johnson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now they send a man in motion right. Johnson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They'll go with a keeper. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. It's a quarterback sneak, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over. Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Let's go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, go steal.
And this pass caught by Gray. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game. So they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. From the 24, Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to move back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on 3rd down. Dowling. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here. On 4th down, Dowling. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Dowling. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 14-10. Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On first down, Lance. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Hey, full field. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin to He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And some room to maneuver. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They try the left side with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Off-play action. Dowling. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready?
They faked the handoff. Now Lance.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ready?
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
58 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
In motion goes the tight end. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They'll send the tight end in motion. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Dancing to his left. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Ultra. Go ultra. Stand.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey,
his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Throwing to start the drive. Dowling. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st down, Dowling. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Dowling. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. The Seahawks on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Dowling. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They run. It's Johnson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Didn't get the touchdown, but a big first down, and now they're 6 feet away from the end zone.
And a little bit of momentum as well. To get down to the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. Playbook's open now, right? What do you want to call? You want to call power? You want to call quarterback run game? Do you want to throw the ball? The entire playbook is available for the play caller.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll run it with Johnson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
His third rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustment